keep that in mind throughout this whole time, where everybody else was scared to take that first step and ask if it was okay to go out. Like, Peter was the only one that actually stepped out. Peter was the only one that stepped out in faith. He wasn't scared, he just did it. And it wasn't like, he was like, oh God, I don't know. It was just like, okay, I'll do it. And it wasn't like, okay, well, I'm really nervous, God. I don't know if we can do it. Like, I don't know. I just, you know how we like question ourselves over and over and over again when God calls us to do something? It's like, all he had to say was come, and he went. You know? One word, and he went. And like, God does that to us all the time, and all we do is like, okay, but God, like, I'm not good enough, but God, I don't know, like, what if they think I'm weird, you know, like, what if this happens, what if I fall on my face, what if I do this, what if I do this? It's like, just do it, you know? And I'm guilty of it too, trust me. I get scared all the time. But when I take that first step, it's like, dang, God shows up. It doesn't mean, like, anything. If you, like, okay, let me give you an example. Okay, for my life, when God says, go pray for somebody, I know that in my spirit, I doubt a little bit, every single time. I think there's only been one time where I was just like, okay, God, I'm going to do it. But it's like, that didn't happen until, remember how we all had winter camp, those who went, yeah? So it was just like person after person, God was like, okay, Lauren, okay, Sarah, okay, Claire, go. And then I'm just like, okay, go, I'm going, I'm doing it. And it's like, that was the time where God was just like, all you have to do is go. And that's where he showed me, like, you just step out, and you just do it, and you just do it, and you just do it, and you keep doing it. And the better, you get this confidence from God that it's unexplainable. Like, after you just step out, all you got to do is step out, and he does the work, you know? Yeah. And we get so worried, like, I'm not going to do it. I don't know the words to say. I don't know what to do. He gives you the words. You don't have to worry about it, you know? So, okay. So my whole thing, we're talking about fear. So, second, you can go to the next slide. I love this verse. Okay. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, you just prayed it over me, of love and of self-discipline. So basically, he's given us this peace already, but we put ourselves, like, instead of putting God first, instead of making God the center, we make ourselves the center. We're being selfish when we're fearful, you know? You're putting me first. Oh, but I'm scared. I can't do it, you know? But God can do it. God can do it. Every single time he shows up. When's one time where you stepped out and when God told you to do something and he didn't show up? Tell me. That doesn't happen because God always shows up. You know? And we so doubt it. And it's so frustrating. I get so frustrated with myself because it's like, dang God, I'm so selfish to say, I'm too scared to do it. Me. Like, it's not about you. It's all about what God wants to do, you know? And he chooses you. You're just the vessel, you know? And it's so amazing when you just step out because it's like, he does everything for you, you know? You don't even have to worry about it. As soon as you step out, it's just like, bam, he's there. Bam, I'm speaking through you. Don't worry about it, I got you, you know? And it's just so crazy. I love it. I love God. It's so awesome. Okay, so I'm talking about my bestie, Alyssa Ballard. So, funny story. I've heard her sing in the car before, and, you know, thought she had a really pretty voice, and she would always kind of sing a little lower than the music so you couldn't hear her. And I remember just thinking, like, dang God, she has such a pretty voice. And he's like, you need to tell her, because she doesn't have confidence in it. And I was like, okay, like, sure, I'll tell her. Hey, listen, you have a really good, no, I don't, no, I don't. I'm like, okay, shoot. I'm sorry about myself, don't worry. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I went and told Corey, because she was running the worship team, and I'm like, Corey, dude, she has such a good voice, trust me, like, you don't understand, she has a really good voice. I know that God's calling to her, like, calling this out of her, she just needs confidence in herself, you know? And so, Corey talked to her, and she was like, okay, I'll go to a practice like this. So she goes to her practice, and she starts singing a little bit, and then all of a sudden she just runs off crying. And I'm like, dude, what's wrong? Like, what's going on, dude? And she's like, I don't know, I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm like, dude, you can do it. Just don't be scared, don't be scared. God's going to do it through you. And she was just like, no. Wait, I can't do it, I can't do it. And I was like, okay. Well, after prayer and stuff that was worked in her, God had given her this song to write during all of her fears, and I think she started playing then, right? And God just gave her this song just in the middle of her fear, just saying like, I'll never leave you, you know? And he's always with you every single step of the way, and why fear if he's with you every single step of the way, you know? And I just think it's crazy that God gave her this song. Anyways, so she got this song, then she starts worshiping every week, and she realizes like it's this switch in mindset where she has no fear because it's no longer about her and how she feels and how her worship is and how she sounds, you know? It's all about God. It's all about your worship to God. You know, everything we do should be about giving it up to God. Nothing should be for you. And her changing mindset is like, I don't have to be scared. Who cares what people think about me? Who cares if people make fun of me? Who cares if I don't sing the right note, whatever. It's still music to God, you know? And it's like, once you get that changed mindset, God just turns your life around, you know? He just gives you this newborn confidence of just like, okay, well, if you trust me, then I'm going to take you here. I'm going to take you there. I'm going to take you there. I'm going to keep going, you know? He has this like ball of your life that just starts rolling after that. All you have to say is, God, I can't do it. You have to. And he's like, okay, let's do this thing, you know? And I just love that about God. It's so cool. And so back to the story of Peter. It was like Alyssa had taken her first step out of the boat when she says, God, I trust you with it. God, it's for you. It's not for me. And it's like every step that she takes, God brings her into a different mindset. Her heart is changed every step that she takes, you know? Because it's a step of faith every single time. And it's not a step of fear, because if you're stepping in fear, you're just going to sink, you know? You're just going to doubt yourself immediately. But stepping in faith is like you walk on the water. You walk towards Jesus. You walk towards His will and His plan for your life. And it's so easy just to have a second of doubt. And it's like, God, if you think about it, God never intended us to have any doubt, any fear, anything. And we fear and doubt and have insecurities all the time. All the time. I know I do, all the time. And it's like, you have to face those and be like, no, you don't belong here. I have power over you, you know? It doesn't belong in your life. We're supposed to walk in confidence knowing that God is our creator. He is our king. He is everything to us, you know? He's with us every step of the way. And there's no way, why fear? If you're looking at it from God's perspective, he's like, dude, I'm with you all the time. Why are you scared? You know? I got your back all the time. And it's just, this is like speaking to me too, trust me, guys. It's totally speaking to me. But anyways, look at Alyssa today. Like, her life is just a testimony that God takes you. Her life is just a testimony, like, from where God brought her to a life of just fear of man, really. Fear of what people thought, and fear of herself, her own insecurities, into where she is now, where she leads worship, you know? It's just crazy where God brings you. She never thought she'd be even singing on stage, and now she's a worship leader. Crazy. Crazy. Ah, I love it. Okay, so this is the main point. Just want to tell you that we cannot let our fears overcome us. Let me repeat that. We cannot let our fears overcome us. We have authority over that. It's not meant to rule your life, to drive your emotions, to drive like your actions or anything. It's not meant for that. God never created fear in our spirit. You know? Sorry, I'm like speaking directly to you.